They're also leading by 2 goals, so they look very comfortable. Now it's going to be about ball possession, as they want to retain this lead that they've set up for themselves, but it's been a phenomenal effort from both Shafi and Falida on that defensive end of the She-Cranes.
Yeah, they need to really tighten up that defense, especially in the mid-court, blocking every available space for the attackers of South Africa to get those balls and make mistakes in this last quarter, and let them capitalize on them. Otherwise, if not, it will be a tough game and a highly contesting one in this last quarter.
Well, South Africa's only lost 1 game at this Netball World Cup against Jamaica. They drew against New Zealand, and now they have to face up against Uganda for the 2nd time. So they would have known exactly what to do, the side of Uganda as well as South Africa, to match things up quite well for themselves as they look to retain their 5th place seating. South Africa and Uganda looks to turn the Netball standings around, as this, regardless of a winner or loss, will be the She-Cranes' highest Netball World Cup finish. They're currently seeded 8th.
Yeah, well, South Africa will need to make sure that they convert on these turnovers and gains and unforced errors from Uganda, because there are many to go by. It's just about capitalizing and not passing the ball out of court. Izet Griesel just overcompensating on that feed. She's been so consistent throughout, and it's times like this that South Africa will need to pull themselves towards themselves if they want to make sure that they end up in that 5th position that they so desperately want.
Of course, Coach Norma Plummer would also want that. This campaign hasn't been as successful as the previous one. Oh, look at that overcooked ball, just a little bit misplaced on the top there. And the court's quite tall though. Good patience from Uganda. Really coming all the way forward for those balls, playing the short passes in. Oh, that's a good save. Maweni to the rescue once again. In critical moments when they need her, she knows how to step it up. Oh, that looks like a wipeout. Oh, she felt that one. Ooh. Like, you could just say ooh every time you see that. Oh, it looks quite intense.
Yep, I heard Izet from the floor saying it's her hand. I think her hand got caught between the ball and the body. She might have got a little bit of a pinch on a nerve or something like that. But Izet Griesel, one of the toughest players South Africa has. She also doesn't know when to stop. She'll go through and put her country first, put her team first, put God first, as she always says.
Oh, South Africa is really being tested. They are being trialed and tested for this 39th goal. We are just all anticipating whether or not they'll be able to finish on this play.
Izet Griesel coming off, her nose is bleeding. And there's some blood for Izet Griesel, making way for Kanyishwa Chawane. It was quite a very hard hit on Izet Griesel. She's very tough. I'm sure we'll see her again.
Well, she's surely going to be missed with her long arms on the defensive end of the floor. Oh, Alma Ray's struggles continue. She's missed 5 goals before that shot. So 6 goals that Van der Berg has missed. She's sitting at 83%. So I'm wondering if we'll see any more changes, or if Coach Plummer is quite happy to finish things off. It's quite close though. So I don't know if anybody wants to make a call with this close margin. Now Uganda just 1 goal in it. Do they have the composure to finish off quite strong? It is South Africa's centre pass. They'll get an opportunity to equalize. What can Chawani provide for South Africa in these closing stages? Maybe some fresh legs. A new look. Some injected speed. So tired bodies means more complaining from players now. Oh, the placement of Taliad, not on par, not against Mohammed. Mohammed's too good. She's very smooth. She's a goal shooter herself. She understands how to defend those balls.
Yeah, I think she has mastered that goalkeeping throughout this tournament. It is really amazing her outstanding performance, especially on the highly profile player in a very competitive league, and she's outmarking her right now. I think she's doing a very great job.
It's all equal now. 40 goals for both South Africa and Uganda. 10.5 minutes to go of the fourth quarter. It has put the grandstands to light, that 40th goal. Incredible performance really from both these sides. But most impressive has been Uganda's consistency on their centre pass conversion, as Mary bags a 41st one. There's the short double play coming from Talia Adamsomi. They struggle to get through that middle. Again, a pickup. Oh, that's incredible work from Uganda, who's refusing to make it easy for South Africa at the moment.
Yeah, a lot of control by Ugandan attack. They just keep ball in hand, not giving South Africa an opportunity, but also just looking for that opportunity on defense constantly. A little bit of a misplaced pass, but also defense of Uganda really positioning in such a way that they confuse space, really making it hard for the South Africans at the moment. Uganda leading with 2.
So what can Uganda do on this play as they look to extend their lead in this fourth and final quarter?
Contact with defense.
Straight on at the end of that infringement.
Manage contact center.
Oh, that's a good look. I mean, you spoke about Margaret and how patient that she's been in that mid-court. How incredible has she been for you?
Yeah, she is really an incredible player. She's so patient. She makes the right decision. Right now, at least, she's not making those rushy decisions of pressing the ball without seeing the right placement of Mary in that hold, and which is really working out for them right now, because you see a lot of rolls from Mary, a lot of turns, and she's able to get off Pumsa's body, and it is really working out well for the Ugandan side. Look at that rebound from the defenders.
South Africa starting to crumble now on the attacking end. Nothing seems to be working for them, as Pretorius tries to save one more just to inject a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, from my side, Mohammed did such a good job in pressurizing Almarai van der Berg with that feed and just moving her out of position. It's very physical, guys, from where I'm seeing. Very, very physical game. South Africa is sitting on 65 penalties at the moment, with only 42 going to Uganda. But I think it's a very equally matched team, contributing, both teams contributing to that penalty count. And it's quite physical off the body and onto the ball.
Well, South Africa look like they're about to be dethroned as the leaders of netball in Africa, beg your pardon. A very strong, confident-looking Uganda she-cranes in the closing stages. They showed us a glimpse of this in the last game in the third quarter, when they came out quite strong in the second half, equalizing to the lead of South Africa in the second. They did their homework. They didn't want to leave it to doubt. And what a formidable job that they've done in this, I'd say, African contest of who's the top dog, the top seeded team, really, between these two sides.
You know, I had a chat with one of my friends yesterday at night, and I told her that if South Africa starts in a very slow pace in this game, and Uganda starts out strong the way they started the third and fourth quarter of the preliminary stage games, we are likely to take this. And she's saying, no, you can't win this. But I'm seeing, as far as things are working out right now, I think they're more composed into this game.
So long range shot from Van der Berg. It's 4 goals in it, just over 6.5 minutes to go in the final game for South Africa.
Contact centre.
Oh, Mampo, I'm at a loss for words. I mean, less than 6 minutes in this last quarter. South Africa trailing by 4. It's going to take a real big momentum shift, mindset of the South African side if they want to make a comeback. And the Ugandans are just holding them off. They're applying patience. They've got control over this game on attack. And really a whole team effort from Uganda, keeping ball in hand, frustrating the South Africans. Oh, Bumza.
Sorry, it's offside. Offside. In the circle. No, offside.
Oh, a little bit of hope injected into the South African side with a turnover. Well, yes, and Nicole Taliot makes sure it counts. 3 goals in it. There is still less than 5 minutes left. A lot can happen in 5 minutes. Mampo.
Well, we saw Uganda finish quite strong and South Africa lose on their centre pass. So 3 goals, not able to execute on the one free thing that you get in netball. And that is a centre pass that's alternated. But they're just not being clinical at the moment in a very critical moment.
Just like as Coach Norma said, all these mistakes are happening because of the pressure. You can see that the Super players are under that pressure. Yet the She-Cranes are a bit composed and set to win this.
Oh, that might be a little bit of a blow there for Malawi. Beg your pardon, Uganda.
Oh, we see Nicole Talia just call time as well. We see the introduction of Awetu Sami Ngobane taking her second time to court at this Netball World Cup. While they're cleaning up the floor, Awetu on the goal attack position.
So it's a 3-goal lead for Uganda with just over 4 minutes to go. So much. Who's got what it takes to finish off strong?
Yep, so much urgency. You see Carla Pretorius just speaking to the team with a lot of hand gestures and trying to get them motivated. It's going to take everything the last 4 minutes. Every single muscle, thought, and execution from South Africa if they want to make it count.
We've seen a lot of misses in this game. As Taliad comes off with the 2 goals missed. She's only had 13 attempted goals. She was sitting at 84%. So the fake starting to work that we saw Ngubani just try right there. Oh, She-Cranes playing possession now. They know they're in the lead. They can afford to do that. They're running down the clock. There's no rush for them to go forward and attack. But they must be very careful because sometimes they can lose the ball at this play.
Oh, some would argue it's quite a negative way of play because netball is, center pass to goal motivation. But it is Uganda just trying to keep possession, edging forward, going back, edging forward, going back, making it really hard for the defenders of South Africa.
Very smart play from Uganda, extremely so. They're playing the ball possession game. There's no need really for them to rush. Oh, that's the offload. So 47-43, just over 2 minutes to go. Coach believes they can do it. South Africa's going to have to start looking like a speed train into that circle. They don't have a lot of time left. Oh, umpire not holding time. Oh, now she does. 3 goals. 2 minutes. She's not feeling comfortable, Ngubane. She gives it to Almirae van der Berg. So there's only 2 goals in it. South African centre pass. If they equalize, it'll go down to 1 more. We cannot have a draw today. So we'll have to go into overtime. It is a Uganda centre pass, beg your pardon. So 1.5 minutes are coming up shortly. They're still playing ball possession. No man-to-man from South Africa. There's no rush for Uganda to go forward. None whatsoever. They're just playing the clock down now as they wind out.
Yep, this is where the defense of South Africa will need to be on a man-to-man. Really tight man-to-man defense if they want to stop the Cheek range from actually moving back and keep holding on to that ball.
So it's body-to-body movement. Mary to the rescue. She gets this one. She might be seeing the faces of South Africa just in doubt now, as 3 goals might be a little bit too much for the South Africans. Oh, it's wasting time now. They'll get the advance penalty.
It's inside the circle, castle shot. He's coming, goal attack, step in.
So van der Berg's not going to take this one.
Step in, on my whistle.
She opts for the pop to van der Berg. They don't have a lot of time. It is Uganda centre pass again. Just over 30 seconds to go. 2 goals in it. It'll take a miracle. But we've seen many miracles happen in this World Cup with a lot of upsets. Are we about to see another upset? Are we about to see Uganda dethrone South Africa from that 5th place ranking?
And it's moving centre.
It is now 18 seconds, last 17. Not looking too good for South Africa. And she bags a win for Mary for the side of Uganda. They believe they go long, South Africa. It might be a little bit too late though, as Uganda is about to dethrone South Africa.